Hey, what's up guys? It's Pixelated Apollo and thanks for stopping by. This is a 2v2, one of the greatest 2v2s I've ever played. It was just a lot of fun to play and I had a lot of fun playing it. So please sit back and I hope you enjoy this as much as I enjoyed playing it. It's a very epic 2v2. Before I get into the battle though, I wanted to quickly go over some channel update things. One, I'm going to finish the Rome 2 campaign, the Epirus campaign. I'm going to finish it, so look out for that soon. Then I'm going to start a new Medieval 2 Let's Play. I know I'm not a huge Let's Player, but I like to do one every once in a while. So I'm going to do a Medieval 2 one. And one more thing. Oh yeah, if you're a player in the tournament, please try to get your games in. It's very important that you try to get your games in because we have like 2 weeks left. So please try to get your games in. And oh, one more thing. I'm almost near 700 subscribers, which is just mind-blowing. And I thank you guys. So when I reach 700, I'm going to have a very awesome siege for you guys. So I think that's it for our channel update. And let's just go ahead and go into this battle. I'm playing as Hungary, the very fabulous watermelon nation. And my teammate over here is Swissman. He's playing as Sicily, the very nice white armored faction here. And our two opponents today are Milan, being commanded by Royal Guard, one of the players in the 2v2 tournament, and so is Swissman. In fact, all the players here, except for me, are players in the tournament. We have the Holy Roman Empire being played by Shub, also known as Shooby-Doo. So this is a very fun game, and by the way, this is tournament rules, so this could be a little taste of what the tournament matches could be like. So this is going to be pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and check out my army comp. So I have 4 units of Pavi's crossbow militia, pretty solid archer unit here, and behind them I have 4 units of dismounted chivalric knights, I have 4 units of dismounted feudal knights, and I have 2 units of the Pavi spearmen, one of my favorite spearmen units just because they look so cool. For heavy cav, I've got 4 units of the Royal Bandrium, very cheap cav, heavy cav unit. And behind them I have a general's bodyguard, and I have 1 unit of hussars. So that is my Hungry army, and they are hungry for blood. But let's go ahead and check out Swissman's army here. Looking at his cav, he's got Knights Hospitaller, and he has 4 units of chivalric knights. Very awesome. Let's see, he's got 4 units of Pavi's crossbowmen and 1 unit of Pavi's crossbow militia. Here they are. They're nice red sleeves. Let's see, and then he has 4 units of sword and bucklermen. Some of them have upgrades. And he has 4 units of these dismounted Norman knights, these very cool looking Norman knights. So overall, a pretty solid force to deal with. But going to our opponents, starting with Milan, who, let's see, he's got 4 units of Genoese crossbowmen. He has 3 units of dismounted broken lances. And he has 4 units of dismounted feudal knights. He's got this standard here, the Carraccio standard. Give his men more morale. Let's see, let's check out his cav. He's got a general's bodyguard, 2 units of Knights Hospitaller, 3 units of broken lances. And I think that is his army. Oh, he also has some handgunners somewhere. Here they are. Here's his handgunners. Remember, this is tournament rules, so guns are allowed. Well, certain guns are allowed. So that is the army. Let's go ahead and check out this Holy Roman Empire army comp. He's got 4 units of Pavi's crossbowmen. He has 4 units of dismounted Imperial Knights. And I do believe he has 4 units of dismounted feudal knights. He has 2 sergeant spearmen to deal with the cav. And he has the very elite 4 units of Teutonic Knights. These guys are so cool. And I think that's it. And I'm pretty sure he has a general's bodyguard somewhere. I don't... Oh, here they are. Here's the general's bodyguard. So let's go ahead and play this. So right now, I deployed right here, and Swissman's coming over to me. And we're seeing a huge mistake that they're making over here. We have Milan retreating all around, like all the way back around this canyon because he can't cross right here. So he's going to retreat all the way back here and try to support his teammate. So we kept an eye out for it, and we see the Holy Roman Empire here, Shub, moving over to my left. So that's just creating even more distance for his ally to reach. So our idea was to attack fairly quickly here before they could join up again. So I'm moving my cav over. Right now I'm rushing down some... Oh, by the way, the Holy Roman Empire, he has some mounted crossbowmen. So I'm going to rush him down with my hussars just to get him out of the way. I don't really plan on killing them. But he does get a couple kills here on my hussars. So I pushed him away because I'm going to wrap my army around this corner here. And look, he's already firing at my forces. He's taking out a ton of Pavi's crossbowmen. He's in range. See, I have crossbow militia, and I'm fairly certain they don't have as good of range. So I'm kind of panicking right now. I'm not really panicking, but I feel the urge to quickly get into position so my archers can fight for themselves, so they can defend themselves and fight back. But we have Sicily, Swissman. He's finally getting up this hill and moving his army into position. But now I'm gonna wrap around here. Still getting fired at. And I have one Pavis that's kind of off to my left. I was gonna use these guys to protect my army from this mounted crossbow unit, because since Sicily brought 5 units of archers or crossbows, I could sacrifice 1 unit to take on these mounted crossbows. But look at Holy Roman, he is retreating right now. He's going up this hill, which is a pretty smart plan here. And finally his teammate shows up here, his cav at least, half of his army. But look at, he can cross right here, look at this. If only I had like a catapult to hit this huge blob, that'd be kind of hilarious. But here comes the cav, and oh yes, here comes my cav rush. I rush up my cav to take on his archers, and the Holy Roman Shub here, he's going to counter my charge. And that's a very smart idea. I'm going to retreat some of my cav. My cav are no match, and he also is throwing in some spear sergeants. I am going to lose this cav engagement, but that's okay. And here comes more chargers here. It's okay because I'm keeping him in the fight and giving my infantry time to run over, and also giving Swissman's cav some time to get over there. But right now we just have a mass cav fight going on. Like archers firing in the background, just chaos right now. A true medieval battle. And Swissman, he's going to protect my flanks with his Shiveric Knights. And here comes my cav. They're pretty much broken, which is okay. They did their job. They killed a lot of crossbowmen. And now my crossbows are in range, and I've got them on this slight hill. Now I'm charging forward my infantry. I'm going to get them in the fight because my cav and Swissman cav need the support. And here comes more chargers from Swissman to protect my left flank from Milan, trying to wrap around my army. But I have a lot of infantry here charging in. We try to take out these Teutonic Knights. And look at these Teutonic Knights, they have maces. They're just really cool looking. Look at this guy. Ooh, and there he goes. There he goes. And we're defending our flanks right now and pushing down the middle with infantry. And my Feudal Knights are fighting in the center, taking on Sergeant Spearmen. They should clean them up fairly quickly. And I sent some infantry over here to help on the flanks. So this is pretty crazy. And here comes Swissman's infantry finally. They're pretty fresh. Gonna be fresh units to the fight. And Milan, he is coming with reinforcements quickly as well. He's a little late to the party though. And now we are pushing down the center. I'm gonna get a charge bonus on these guys. Not much, but get a little one here. Taking on his dismounted Imperial Knights. Our archers, right now I focus my archers on these archers back here, just so I don't kill any of my own men. And our cav, they're pushing on this flank. But here comes a huge swarm of infantry going down the center. Just complete chaos. Look at this infantry fight here. Let's get a good close-up on this madness. But pretty awesome melee here. Got the sword and buckler men going at it. Looks like we're fighting some Pavi's crossbows over here too. And we have some flanking dismounted Imperial Knights. But yeah, I still have my archers focusing on the... well, now I'm focusing my crossbows on the Genoese crossbowmen. Which, look, they're winded. They ran so far. And I'm holding off this flank with my general's bodyguard. Fighting these feudal knights. My Pavi spearmen, they're in the mix-up too. Ooh, he charged some cav into my spearmen. But our flank is a little weak right now, so I'm using my general here to help support this flank. But let's go back to this infantry fight here. It's still pretty dead even here. It actually says victory seems certain for the Holy Roman Empire, so this is a very, very close melee engagement. And there goes the Swiss man's general. There goes the Sicilian general there. My hussars, for cav, I pretty much have my general and my hussars. The rest of my cav routed completely, which is okay. It's not a big deal. Most of the cav in this fight is, they like, even on both sides, most of the cav have died. But he's trying to flank around here with some broken lances, so I sent my hussars to stop them. He's trying to get some kills on the Pavi's crossbowmen. But yeah, I've got my crossbows firing at his crossbows. But oh my god, look at this fight. Now I'm going to send up some Pavis. And there goes the Holy Roman general dying while fighting some Pavi's crossbowmen. But my Pavis are fighting off some Pavi's crossbows. Pavis versus Pavis. And look at this, isn't that good? He's beating us on this flank. He's got this unit surrounded, so I need to charge my general in here. Support my infantry. I have to protect this flank. And look, he's charging in with Sergeant Spearman. I have to get my general out of there or he will be slaughtered. But this infantry fight, it's still waging on. And this Sicily is pushing through, trying to get a good grip here. But look at, we do have some routing. And look at the carnage on this battlefield right now. It's just complete chaos. And my general is doing pretty good. And actually at this point I'm focusing my crossbows on this flank to try to kill off as many as I can. And we have some handgunners firing at our flank. So I really need to silence them. And here comes the Milan general charging into my general. But we have chain routes right now. Chain routes, and we are going to run them down. The battle isn't quite over yet. We still have a lot of units to kill. He has some Imperial Knights fighting. But you know Imperial Knights, they will break here pretty soon. And we've pretty much secured this flank over here, so we never had to worry about enemies flanking around. But look at all the crossbows firing over the heads of these infantrymen. That's just crazy. Now I'm flanking around, wrapping around with infantry, and it causes these Genoese to break. And here's some Pavi spearmen. Look at them run with their giant shields. It's pretty cool. But our crossbows did a lot of work here. Killed a lot of enemy crossbows. And let's see, the gunners are still fighting. Look at this, they're down to, oh, finally they break. But my general is kicking butt right now. He's killed a lot of troops, a lot of enemy forces. And now he's going to chase down the enemy archers, make sure they don't come back. And look at the Carraccio standard here has finally arrived to the fight. It's just so slow. But it was a little too late there to the party. But this was a very awesome fight. And this one is pretty much in our favor at this point. I think the reason we won this is because Milan was so far away from his teammate. And by the time he got his army in position, his men were so tired that they couldn't fight for so long. And that's what caused the chain rout. Also, Imperial Knights, they're a very good unit, but they have a weak morale and they will break pretty early. So, good game. Shub, I'm sorry, I know you said not to upload if you lose, but this was just such a great game. I had to upload it, so I hope you're not too mad. But it was a lot of fun, Shub. It was a lot of fun, Royal Guard and Swiss man. And finally, we killed the Milan general. He's bravely fighting my general up on this hill. Here they were fighting right here. But I hope all these players, I hope they do well in the tournament. Good luck, guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to commentate on the tournament videos. And I hope the matches are going to be like this, just intense, chaotic. And this is where they admit defeat. And that is officially the battle. And great game to everyone in here. I did very well here, getting almost 1,000 kills and 159 prisoners. But the reason I got so many kills is because I was the first one in. That's why Shub here got a lot of kills too, because he was the first one in. Royal Guard only getting 470, but you know, he really put himself in a bad spot, having to run around and his army being winded. You know, it's not very effective, but it was a lot of fun. And Swissman getting a lot of kills as well. So I hope you enjoyed this one, guys, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.